Okay, so PA and lateral chest x-ray. First thing we want to do is set our SID. What should our SID be?
72.
72. Why again 72?
Because of OID, to reduce OID.
To reduce the OID from the heart. Yeah, we don't want the heart to be magnified. So does that mean we want to do chest as a PA or an AP? PA, because the heart is more anterior, not posterior. If the heart was posterior, that would be another weird pathology that we would freak out with. So, again, your image receptor, lengthwise or crosswise, portrait or landscape, based on the body habitus of your patient. If everything can fit with it lengthwise, that's how I prefer to do it. Some of your patients are going to be larger. You're going to have to do it landscape or crosswise. I still can't get portrait and landscape straight. With my patient, I don't have any issues doing that. Obviously, there's a lot of people comment in the videos. What about all the artifacts? We're not using real x-rays here. So if this was a real x-ray, she would not be, these things would come out, her necklace that I see would come out. So we would have the patient undressed from the waist up, put a gown opening to the back, and then proceed with the x-ray. All right, so I'm going to have you stand facing the image receptor. I'm going to move all your hair out the way for a little bit. We want the top of the image receptor about 1.5 to 2 inches above the level of the shoulders. So obviously I'm too high here, so I'm going to go ahead and lower it down. The way I do it is I put my hand right on the top of the shoulder and guesstimate about 1.5 to 2 inches. The patient's heart is on which side, left or right? Left. So we're going to go ahead and use a left marker for these, just because we're going to do a left lateral as well, so that way you don't have to change your marker. So let me move your hair so I don't tape it to the... So left marker, stand all the way here. We're going to have the patient roll their shoulders forward. Bring your hands up to the side a little bit. There we go. Because we want to get the scapulate pulled out laterally a little bit so they don't interfere with the lung field as much. Obviously, as always, we line up our CR and our IR, which is really hard to see with all the lights on. There we go. And we do want that central ray about 7 to 8 inches inferior from the vertebral prominence. Or at what thoracic level do we want the central ray hitting? T7, which is right about the middle. So the way we would do it is we would find that vertebral prominence, the hand spread method, thumb and finger. This will indicate about 8 inches, so I would shorten it up a little bit for females. That looks right at that level. Again, in the x-ray room, you're going to have all the lights off, so it's easier to tell. Up and down collimation, top to bottom, no more than 17 inches in this case, because our image receptor is set lengthwise. So 17 inches is its size. So no more than that. We don't need anything past that last rib. How many pairs of ribs do we want to see in this projection? 10 pairs of ribs is ideal. So, collimate, you're going to have a little bit of light above the shoulders. That way when they do breathe in, if the shoulders rise up, we don't clip anything. Side to side, no more than 14 inches. Because again, our image receptor is 14 by 17. So 14 is the most. Right now I can see some light on the other side of her arm, so I can close it up a little bit. So now I'm collimated right to about here and here. So more than enough collimation. Close my image receptor up. Make sure that I'm lined up, that I didn't move anything. Okay, have the patient stand perfectly still, shoulders rotated inward. What are our breathing instructions here?
Expose that to the second.
On the second inspiration. So we're going to have our patient take a deep breath in, let all the air out, take another big deep breath in and hold, and we take the exposure. You can breathe. You can relax. Don't forget to tell your patient to breathe. Because I've had a lot of students, patients still standing there, and I'm like, hey, you might want to, they're like, what? Like, your patient's not breathing yet. Oh, you can breathe, and the patient's all about to pass out. Don't forget to tell them that. Because when you first start, you're going to be like, You're going to think of everything and you're going to forget something. It's going to be to tell your patient to breathe again. All right, so we're going to have you turn facing this way, and let's go ahead and spin the shield around so it covers this side. We're going to leave a left marker, but we always want to have the marker on laterals anterior. So I'm going to place the marker right here. Step up again. So I should not need to adjust my image receptor. She didn't grow or shrink when I went from a PA to a lateral, right? Patient's the same size. So what body plane are we going to center our central ray on this time? Mid-coronal. Okay, so I'm going to have you bring both your arms up above your head. Take a little side step to your left. There we go. Right at that mid-coronal. So it's going to come in just a little bit under the axilla. Still right at about the level of T7. Collimation, I can bring this side front to back collimation in because I see a lot of light. Top to bottom looks good from there. Make sure I'm still lined up. Left marker is placed. Be sure that the patient is not rotated. On an x-ray, how would we tell if they were rotated? Separation of the posterior ribs, exactly. All right, bring those arms up just a little bit more. Mid-coronal plane. All right, again, have the patient take a deep breath in, let it all out. Another deep breath and hold, and you can breathe. You can relax. You can put your arms down. So that would be your PA and lateral chest x-ray.